Alright, guys, what's up? It's Life with Ariel and
Shy.
so we're in a new setting because for the last times we've been trying to do any recording. Our schedules haven't been matching up. My work has been hectic. The days that we get to record are really Sundays because that's like the day that we typically have free. But some stuff has been going off for the past Sundays. But the most important thing is that we're back, guys. We're actually serious about being consistent. So we're back to discuss Love is Blind UK season 2. Charia, I'm gonna let you start with your thoughts on the season. Like, how would you describe it overall?
So season. Alright. So me, I think that I waste my time watching season. And I feel like this is the worst love style I've ever watched out of all of them that I've watched. That's just my take on.
Honestly, that's so real. This season was actually, I don't think I've seen any other season like that bad. Like in how
Exactly.
things happen. Like this is a first, I've got to admit. Like the way all things panned out. Let's not get ahead of ourselves and talk about what actually happened. But if you guys had seen like our reaction to the cast, I feel like everything that we said came true. We were telling a lot of people they need to go home, and they see for themselves that they really needed to go home,
Right.
honestly. Cause it's like we just call it from the jump, honestly. And we also had recorded a video reacting to the first episode, but we had some issues like with editing it. The file was giving some problem. So we're just gonna do like episode 1 to like the reunion. So my suggestion is that we probably talk about the couples instead of trying to go episode 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
Cause
better do that because it's gonna take too long if
exactly, and
they
I don't even remember some things what did happen in which specific episode. I just know what happened overall.
yeah.
And some episodes kind of were dragging. I was like, yawn, like, come on, I don't care, move on. So, which couple you want to start with?
I think we should start with Billy and Ashley.
Let's talk about
Yeah.
Ashley and Tilly. Yeah. We in
Billy
our
was
go ahead. He was the army trainer. Yeah, and Ashley is the cabin crew member,
yes.
aka air hostess. Exactly. I remember when we reacted to the cast and we were saying we really need to find out why Billy got divorced to see if it's something that can be fixed in the future, if it's gonna affect future relationships. And honestly, to see how everything turned out, really and truly, I should have asked the question because I can't believe how things ended. But let's start from the top. Let's start from the top.
Alright, so when they were in the pods, they had a connection. Um, they were one of the first to meet each other. They were first to engage as well, and I felt like they were going to get married. My opinion, because they look alright together. Based on we watching other videos, I'm like, see that this one look like they're going to work. But yeah, that's how I feel about Billy and Ashley. And while watching in the first part, I didn't really ask much question, as I was
Yeah.
saying. That was a very important part because you don't want to just come out and marry to somebody you don't know nothing much about. And I think that if they had spent more time other than just getting emotions and make their emotions take over and then engage at an early stage, they should have spent more time in the pods asking more questions. But I think they had a connection based on watching. So as I said, I thought they were going to ended up being married. It didn't
In
work
the
out
long
like
run.
that.
The thing is, I think everybody gets engaged at the same time, but how they order it in terms of like the editing of the show, they might put
hmm
forward some earlier. So I think usually it's like day 10, everybody usually gets engaged. But it's like for the most part, there really wasn't any competition between Billy and Ashley. They kind of were always sure it's gonna be them. And I think they were one of the people that had already said I love you before like meeting in person, if I'm not lying. But the thing that I saw in the pods that I was like, this is gonna be an issue, is that Billy is like, okay, I have dated persons that are here hostesses in the past,
Oh
and it
yeah.
hasn't worked out. And he knew from day one this girl is an air hostess. Of course, like the more you get to talk to somebody, you're like, okay, I like so many features about them, so many traits. So like I don't fault Billy for liking Ashley. But the thing is, you shouldn't have allowed yourself to develop two deeper feelings if for you being the person you're dating being an air hostess is such a big problem. And the thing is, I don't even think Ashley knew how big a problem it was to him because like when he brought it up in the past, she's like, I can make some adjustments to my job to allow for more flexibility. And he's like, okay, I'm glad that you are open to doing that, right? But then further down the line, already meeting the parents and it's a few days from the wedding, he's bringing up the whole job thing again. And she felt so blindsided to the point that she started crying because he's like, is it that like I'm not enough or something? Like you knew what job I was doing. I'm willing to make the adjustments to make this work. Why are you still bringing up this job thing as a thing that would make you doubt if you should get married? She even carry him on a plane and show him like, how them did little
Okay.
demonstration. All of that might be doing with her. And in the back of his mind, he's like, I trust this. Even his father, when she met Billy's father said, boy, Ashley, what Billy told me is that I'll be fine. But if there's a cabin crew member there, I'm leaving by myself. That is how
Mhm.
serious it is that he did not want to pursue a relationship with a cabin crew member, aka air hostess. It was that serious for him, but he was just ignoring that and making Ashley think that he is willing to work along with somebody with a job like that. And I feel like that was the biggest deception. I don't know why he did that. I don't know why.
Didn't they have connection with nobody else? Another part?
Maybe he did, but the show don't show it. It
Yeah.
would seem like his most genuine and strongest connection was with Ashley.
Boy.
But the thing is, what I was thinking to myself, is that even if Ashley is the exception with all of the air hostesses he has met in the past, because it has been such a problem in the past, I think the best thing that he should have done was to say, Ashley, let's not get married, date and see how we can work out this work thing. Because I think they were also living in two different areas and it was very far to travel, which make more pressure on the relationship. So they sort of say, you know what, we haven't figured out how we align our jobs in a way that can make for a good relationship. Instead of getting married, because spoiler alert, they did get married. Honestly, on the wedding day, my dating say, I said, no, I'm not
You
lying.
think I thought he was going to say no as well.
I was feeling sick in my stomach because I was like, they're not supposed to get married, but I feel like Billy I just say no because Ashley, she now really look at it and not really look at the signs.
I
She's
should
just
say
like, yeah, man, it
excited.
can work.
Yeah.
And she just excited. She's like, it can work, it can work. While Billy is like, I don't know about this. So I was like, boy, actually, I go feel sad when tenants say no at the altar, but it have to do. Only to see Billy say, yeah. I said, all right, maybe you go and do what needs to be done to make it work. Not at all. I never see a more. I don't know if you see this in any other season. I love it, but in a different country. But people, they're not even married 3 months old. That killed me dead. That they killed me dead in the reunion. I was so
Waste of
shocked.
time.
And the thing that's killing me is that Billy has been married before. In an
Exactly.
introduction, in his introduction, he's like, I don't want to be divorced again. But if you really don't want to be divorced again, you would have give up in 3 months.
First of all, he should have gone a pads since he married already and don't want. Because that time they too short.
Exactly. It's too short, as
Yeah.
well as you need time to really make sure that when you're going to marry again, this is somebody that you can actually align yourself with. And the thing is, they provide you with the apartments to stay in during the period that you're getting to marry. So it can feel like y'all are living together, but then once they show is done and you go back to your own place, you guys need to find out how you're going to work this out.
Yep.
And I don't think they really consider that for somebody that's been divorced before. It don't seem like you take this marriage thing serious. Because if I took marriage serious, I wouldn't have given up in 3 months.
Exactly.
And I could understand if it's something like abuse, right? Or maybe cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's valid. If somebody like 3 months into the marriage starts to abuse you or cheat on you, I would say, yeah, even though it's 3 months, get up and leave. Cut your losses early. But none of that happened. But you didn't really understand what his explanation was for why he left. Because to be honest, I didn't.
No, your reason. We're not getting a reason. The reason don't make no
And
sense.
it don't make sense because essentially he's saying that, you know, it was hard to make it work.
Yeah,
Actually
communication.
saying, sorry,
I was saying lack of communication and the
yeah.
stress that.
And then you actually was like you weren't making the compromise to make it work. He's like you never want to move to where I was. That's another thing. You all know you live different places. Y'all never decide who moving to where and
But you see,
how long it would.
also the thing with air hostess, every airline they have a base, so she can't just get up and move. Them can't just move like that. They have to be on base because sometimes they get called immediately. So they have to be flexible persons. So she can't just get up and move. But they have a thing where when you're married, they give you as I don't remember what you call it, but like them give you housing and stuff for you
Oh,
and your husband. Yeah, when you're heroes. So that more easier for him go there than she moving. Should have to change her job because you can't leave base.
exactly. So if him should have been aware of these details, but he's an inflexible man, and I'm so sorry. Actually, I kind of have to put some responsibility on her part. The band don't even flexible with the food when he eat. And you really
True.
think him I gonna change him whole life. We're gonna try make the marriage work. Mm-mm. And I want to say she should have didn't know, but some signs were
Mother
there
have
that he's
mother.
not
And I think
yeah.
mother and I think mother say yes at the altar.
I don't think they were at the place to say yes at the altar. And even with the food thing, let me go back to the food thing. I found it kind of weird. I don't know if like you found it weird as well. But let me say what I found weird about it. I understand that he is a trainer and fitness is something that he has to hold up not only for the people he's training, but also for himself as an example, right? So I'm like, okay, you have a strict diet and don't eat certain things. That is okay. You want to eat rice and broccoli every day? 100% go ahead and do it. But she wasn't telling him what to eat. She's saying what she wants to eat.
Right.
He's like, that's why it's okay to have 600 calories. I never asked you. Did I ask? I don't care. She's the one going to eat it. And then he's like, well, if you bite and it's in the house, I'm going to eat it. Wait a second. So you can't control yourself and not eat the food that's not yours. She's buying the cake for herself. So just tell herself, this is not my cake and I'm not eating it.
Right. The more she filled up everything for him. And only think about him happy alone. Like that don't make no sense.
And I really feel like that probably was the reason why his first marriage flopped because he's inflexible. He don't want to change.
Thinks
And
about
if
it
his
first.
partner is exactly, if his partner don't want to change, then I guess it won't work because he's not changing either. I don't know the exact things were happening in our marriage. I think probably the same fallout I love. You see that was our next red flag. I'm sorry. If you are a divorcee and I ask you what happened in your marriage, and you tell me y'all fell out of love, I think that's a shaky ground. Just I don't know about that
Okay.
because not every day you're going to get up and feel the same way about the person. If the person never do anything like to slight you and lose your trust or hurt your feelings or whatever, how is it that you just randomly fall out of love? That's not reassuring. I wouldn't follow people like that into any serious relationship because I don't know if they're going to work for it even on the days when they don't feel the butterflies and all the giddy feelings